What's going on, guys? So I've had a lot of questions about intermittent fasting, particularly via my Facebook page, which you can find a link for in the description down below. But the general trend of the questions were as follows. Do I or have I ever used intermittent fasting? Is it okay to do intermittent fasting on a vegan diet? And is it effective for fat loss? So in this video, hopefully going to answer those questions and give some good advice to anyone who's interested. So question number one, do I or have I ever used intermittent fasting? Yes, I've used it a lot in the past and I am currently using it during this cut. The type I like to use is one popularized by Martin Berkhan. It's the 16-8 protocol, so that's where you spend 16 hours in a fasted state and 8 hours in a fed state. So that's where you eat all of your daily calories within an 8-hour eating window, and then the other 16 hours you're not eating. Oh, and sleep is included within the 16-hour fasted period. The second question, is it okay to do intermittent fasting on a vegan diet? Absolutely. There's no reason why you shouldn't do intermittent fasting on a vegan diet. Your body can run effectively without food for 16 hours, regardless of the way you choose to eat. Of course, you guys know that I recommend a vegan diet and I absolutely love combining it with intermittent fasting, so definitely give it a try and don't bash it before you've given it a try. I remember when I started intermittent fasting about 5 years ago, everyone was questioning me like, why are you doing that? Because it was such a radical thing in the bodybuilding community. Anyway, on to the million-dollar question, is it effective for fat loss? The short answer is yes, but let me go into a bit more detail. Intermittent fasting is a very effective tool for fat loss because it helps with the number one factor which determines long-term success when dieting, and that is adherence, i.e. actually sticking to your deficit and continuing it effectively for the set period of time that you want to diet for. So, how does it do this? Well, firstly, it allows you to eat much larger meals which help you feel full and satisfied, and as a result, you're far less likely to overeat and snack on any additional calories on that day. It allows you to eat a lot of food, but not any more food than if you'd spread your calories throughout the day, so the result for fat loss is the same. If you look at it, 2,500 calories in the space of 8 hours versus 2,500 calories over the space of 16 hours, the energy deficit is consistent. The benefit that you get from restricting your calories to an 8-hour eating window is one of satiation. So if you get to eat a lot more food, you feel nice and full, less likely to overeat. Pretty simple. And that is why it's so helpful when dieting. If you were to eat smaller meals spaced out throughout the day, then they're not going to fill you up as much. Intermittent fasting combats this by giving you the freedom to eat huge meals without compromising on your calorie deficit for the day. So if you're like me and you prefer to eat massive meals and feel nice and full, intermittent fasting is perfect. If you think you can stick to a calorie goal for the day whilst eating smaller meals, then do that. Personally, I like to combine intermittent fasting with high volume, low calorie vegan foods, and that allows me to have a feast every single night. I absolutely love it. I get to feel nice and full and I still maintain my calorie deficit. But ultimately, you've got to do what works for you. That is the end of this video, guys. Please do drop the video a like if you found it helpful. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.